Welcome to the League of Nations. A leader takes over a country. They talk of its glorious past and its magical future. The leader says he wants his country to be the world-beating #1 nation. You believe them. You want your country to top every league table it can. But how would you know if your country is world-beating or not? Well, that's why we're here. Every year, global institutions, from the United Nations to universities to companies, research and publish thousands of indexes ranking each country's performance. Here's just three: the Global Retirement Index, the Global Innovation Index, and the World Happiness Index. We take the results of over 3,500 of these indexes and create a combined league table and stock market, which charts who's winning and who's losing among the top 10 most powerful countries in the world. Daily, not just every year. Why does it matter? Because every little index result tells a bigger story about the future of your country, about how smart your leaders are. So how does the League of Nations work? Well, all countries have 7 powers. Hard power, their economic and military strength, and soft power, which reflects the strength of their state, their people, their energy resources, their diplomacy, and their culture. Hard power and soft power combined equals smart power. And the League of Nations shows how smart your country is. How? Let's take one of those indexes and see who is the happiest of the top 10 nations in the world. First, we feed in the results from the Global Happiness Index's report through our League of Nations algorithm. So, Germany is #1. But look how Britain has fallen from 2nd to 4th. So the Brits aren't as happy as the Germans. But so what? What does it mean for Britain's standing in the world if it's falling down the happiness index? Well, that is where the League of Nations magic happens. Out of the 7 smart powers, a country's happiness reflects their cultural clout. Culture is worth 10% of the overall League of Nations. So we convert the happiness index scores and feed them into this week's Culture League. See, China is rising, Germany is steady, the US and the UK fall. These culture points are now fed up into the major League of Nations. And here, finally, you can see how one index affects a country's position in the Culture League, but also here in the final League of Nations. France up, Japan down, Britain steady. The end result is that you can now see how countries perform just like football teams, share prices, or if you prefer, tennis players. Because the winner of the most games wins the set, and the winner of the most sets wins the match. Game, set, match. So that's how it works. It's all about applying the science of smart power to a chart a country's future, to see who's up or down, why, and what should be done. So live a bit of history with live history. Follow us to get your free weekly power brief and subscribe to our weekly situation report. Then you can see who's really winning the League of Nations.